Thank you for tuning in with Honest as Fuck, bringing you honesty straight from New York. You got your boy TJ, Just Raji, Jen from the block, and your girl Jazzy Sizzle. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and show us some love. Speaking of love, the LA Times published an article asking for Corona dating stories. Yes, people are still dating while quarantined. There were a couple of stories that caught my attention, but one took first prize. Erica L from LA. She has been dating her boyfriend for 1 year before quarantine. Her boyfriend has a child with someone else, and during quarantine, he decided to quarantine with his baby mother or the mother of his child. So, my question to you all, what are your thoughts?
Are we all going to quarantine together?
No.
Can I come too?
So Erica is in her apartment. Her boyfriend is with the mother of his child and the child in another apartment separately. And in the article, she definitely states that there's been a lot of tension within their relationship, trust issue ever since he's been quarantining with his, baby moms or mother of his child, whatever you guys prefer. Um, but she feels that there's too much pressure at stake to break up with him during quarantine.
What was some feedback you guys got? Because I know we all posted this on our social medias to get some feedback from our friends, families. I know for one, someone said she could keep him.
Mm-hmm.
I said, whose idea was it? Because if it's her idea, she could definitely. If it's his idea, like he could take this shit and go. And I don't know why there's any pressure to stay in a relationship like that if he rather be quarantined with the baby moms and the child. I know that's his child, and I'm sure that it's great that he wants to be there every day, but the child can go back and forth. There's nothing wrong with that. What's the difference if the child's with dad or the child's with the mom? It's the same thing if they were together. So I personally feel like it's just there's some lingering feelings going on either party or even both, and they're bound to fuck. So I'm sorry, Erica. Is that her name, Erica?
Erica L from LA and New York City. Mm-hmm.
It was a very hard hell no on my Facebook. Like that was it. Hell no. Like it's not happening. It's no. And I get it. I understand. I can understand both parts. Like you don't want your child and then now, the child can get sick from whatever interactions the parent has outside the home. That's all good. But if you want your family back, you can have that with no stress. Because when you're having a little quarantine-isha around 2035, I don't want to talk about it.
But I'm guessing the mother is hopefully thinking about the health of her child, because if they're both quarantining together, I guess she feels some sort of security that he doesn't have coronavirus.
I mean, look, ladies, it is the year 2020. I mean, you got some parents who they're like, hey, well, daddy's out of the way when he really in jail. Man, look, you want to see your daddy? He right here on FaceTime. Say hi, dad. That's all you got to do, man. You know what? Yo, Erica, you wrong, girl. You wrong.
Poor Erica. I mean, she feels the pressure of being, lonely during these times. If she leaves him, she feels, I guess she looks at it as she's not able to meet someone new or move forward with the relationship, or she could just truly love him. But does he truly love her? Like, wouldn't he want to be quarantined with her? Because if that was the case, like Taraj said, you want your family back, because that's literally living like a family, and there's a reason why you guys aren't together. So obviously, why should you even be living together? For what? For what? You wouldn't live together if it wasn't a quarantine.
So I actually got some feedback on my post as well. I got mixed feelings. So there was a lot of women who said no. There was one man who was like, it doesn't matter where he sleeps, you gotta trust him. And there was another woman on my post, I will mention her name, and she's like, you know what? If it was me, I would sleep with him at least one time.
At least you being honest. I
And
mean,
she was being honest. Um, and there was a couple of women who I guess knows, you know, that they don't have a good relationship, and they're like, if you put them in the same room, they'll probably kill each other.
Right. Obviously, they have a good relationship to live together. So if that's the case, then go be with her. Why are you in a whole different relationship? Shouldn't you be all about that person then? I mean, not to say it isn't important. You could,
I mean, I don't know how you guys sense this, but to me, honestly, like when you with somebody you can't stand, most of the time, I'm like, man, I hate this person, but you get feelings, and I already know just from personal life experience right now. I know like 7 friends that just found out they were pregnant. So them quarantine babies,
oh,
it's
no.
a real thing.
I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a baby boom very, 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 very soon.
Oh, yeah. This is the new generation for baby boomers. Definitely. Right
So
now.
you think this baby mama is trying to get some free butt?
I
Or you
mean,
think she's trying to claim her territory? Like, what do you think?
Both.
Hold on. Let's just hypothetically, because you're the only one with kids. What would you do?
I have no idea. If Dan was with someone else
Uh-huh.
and we were in this, was the only reason I would want Dan to come over, like to quarantine, is because I wanted some. I'm just gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that
That's
would
what
be
any
me.
woman. I think that's what it would be. I mean, I don't have any kids, but if that's the case, then yeah, definitely.
And some people, when you're like not in a relationship, you kind of think when you're not in a relationship with the person that you had a child with, you kind of always have that thought in the back of your mind, what if we did this again? For the, for the sake of the family.
I think, see, I was talking to a friend about this, like, about just like her situation with, her ex. And I think it's a certain standpoint in your life where it's like, do you really want to go back to that? Like, well, not ex, but like, the kid's father, the baby daddy. Some people are like, I know all those red flags. I mean, it's not worth getting back into. But obviously, if you want to stay with that person for that long, there's a reason for it. Because even if it's for kids, you ain't going to be dealing with something for that long. It's one thing if it was like, hey, I still want you to visit, but, due to quarantine, you could still wear your mask and, like, your gloves and everything. That she wants something out of it. Like, that's a given.
So you think it's wrong for Erica to stay in the relationship during quarantine when she wants out?
Yes.
She wants out? Then yeah.
But
In the article, it says that.
Did she say in the article that she wanted out, or is she?
So it says that in the article, it says that plenty of times they came to a lot of arguments, and these arguments are like almost breakup worthy. Everybody knows what those arguments are. When you're screaming matches, when you don't trust the person. So she's come close to breaking up with this man, but she can't find it to break up with him because we're in quarantine. Who's she gonna date afterwards? She's gonna be lonely. There's actually a lot of people in that article that put a lot of stories out there that do online dating, for example, and whoever they met before quarantine, they feel obligated to keep dating these people because
let's just be honest, right? She doesn't want to break up because she's gonna be lonely. She is lonely. Her baby father is with the baby mother. Who is she gonna date? Well, right now she ain't dating nobody but her vibrator because her baby father is with his baby mother.
Oh, so you're trying to say she might have that baby to have someone stay and trap him?
Yeah. There are a lot of bitter baby mamas, unfortunately.
it ain't even bitter. It's sad how many people I know that are like, yo, let me get this, like, let me get this dude pregnant because it's gonna save our relationship. Or
No, somebody like that. And
I know a few
stupid.
people like that, and I'm like, you said all this, and the worst is when they're like, oh, I hate this man. This is like they talk mad trash about him, and then they go and back to him. I'm like,
But
I mean,
line.
well, quarantine dating. I mean, Erica, just leave the dude. Just go. I think we're at a consensus. I mean, what do you feel, Jasmine? Say.
I don't know, because they've been together. I mean, she has 1 year invested with this dude. 1 year. So, I mean, if she, I don't know, because you know what? If she had baby mama drama now, she must have had it before the quarantine too.
And she's using that kid as a way to make him feel bad and trap. It's
good point.
The fact that he even would entertain the idea means that he's okay. He's okay with this. Like, this is something he wants to do.
So let me ask Thomas a question, because he's the only man here, right? He's the only man here, and if you had a child, you'd be the only father figure, right? In this group. Okay, so let's just say Brenda, you had a child with Brenda, right? And you and Brenda don't get along, but Brenda threatens you and says, you know what? If you don't live with me during COVID, you're not gonna see a kid. What you gonna do?
And that happens all the time. I was just going to say that. Thank you for that. Girls be guilt tripping their men to do stuff, and they know that that's their secret in life. Like, you get a kid, unless you get that prenup, like Kanye said, you're going to end up in one way or another. So
he didn't get a prenup. Nobody's listening to him.
Man.
Yeah, he didn't.
Tell me you don't listen to Kanye 2020. But anyway, for real though, no. Like, and it's one of those things because as men, like, you're in a lose-lose situation. It's you either don't do it and you're like, nah, I'm not falling for this trap. Then they're gonna be like, oh, you horrible, you're not a good dad, you're not paying, or you're gonna wind up falling in that trap. Then you start seeing a little ass in your face. And
You guys ever heard of the term broke divorce? That's when you can't afford a legal divorce, and you guys kind of live in the same house but in separate rooms.
Oh, I know people like that too.
Because they can't afford a lawyer, divorce lawyer, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
How do you
they
think those?
Have a house, like you said, they have a house and they both invested money into it. So now in the divorce, they're still broke. So now in the divorce, how do you split the house? And they won't have anywhere to live, so they rather just share parts of the house and live a single life.
Well,
Jen, I think you're having technical difficulties.
You can't hear my mic. Hello?
And they just be cutting off. Mid-relationship, everything just stopped because they ain't got no money. I agree with that. I agree with that.
And the crazy thing is, marriage costs so much, and then divorce, like, who pays to say, I want to leave you? Like, you would think it would be a lot cheaper just saying, hey, I want to divorce you. I know people like, oh, I've been waiting 5 years to divorce this man. I got a savings account just building up to get this divorce. That was the worst decision of my life.
Tommy, you a married woman?
Well, oh, wait, what? We ain't putting me on the spot. No. We're talking about me. I'm just saying in general, though. But yeah, I know people though that they can't afford divorce, and they hate that person. They're not civil. It's the bad breakups.
Well, I mean, let's get out of divorce because our topic is quarantine dating, quarantine relationships.
Just wondering how they doing during quarantine.
No, I know we don't.
People either getting lots of it or they getting none of it.
For certain, I know people in every situation that you're basically presenting, and I know someone who very close to me who is actually going through a divorce right now. Actually, 2 people. And it's hard. Well, this easy for one because they don't have any kids, and it's difficult for the other because they have 2 kids. So she actually just recently got her own place. So she's taking it one step at a time. She figures that moving out is like obviously the right thing to do. And if she doesn't move out now, she's like, I don't know when I'm going to, because I don't want to get too comfortable during quarantine and then you fall into that trap where reel you back in, especially if the divorce is her, she filed for divorce. So it was her idea. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on the person, like your finances. If you're able to move out, then go ahead. I'm sure, why wouldn't you? But if you can't, then it's kind of difficult to like be stuck with that person just for financial purposes, even though you really want out of the relationship, which actually leads to a lot of domestic violence. If you guys didn't realize that there's domestic violence has skyrocketed since all these falls, and I'm sure Thomas, you know about those, even though because firefighters get called for everything.
Right. Well, sadly, I even know a friend who just went through one. Like she, like her and her man just had it out, and he left with everything. And I'm trying to talk to her, just make sure she's all right with the kid. And it's hard because they shared a car, they did this, and now when one goes and leaves with everything, you can't say, "Oh, I'm going to take you to court," because courts for the most part are still kind of closed with everything, and it's kind of hard. And it stinks because you got some really good people out there, but their relationship was shaky before, but now they're seeing each other 24 hours a day because both people may not be working. One person may be dropped down to part-time. It's not always the best in the world, but.
Can I ask y'all a question? Who's dating while in quarantine? Who's getting quarantine booty?
There's 2 different questions there, ma'am.
Yes, I agree with Thomas. Those are 2 different questions. Now, which one do you want answered first?
Whatever you guys want to answer. I'm getting quarantine booty because I got my, I live with my hubby, but.
I can't say that the quarantine booty was any different than the booty before the quarantine.
Yeah, I agree.
I like that answer, and I'm going to stick with it. It was the same.
Now, because of where I work, I know that I can be exposed to different people and different things. I was the one who was like, I'm going to just keep my exposed booty to myself. Just because of where I work at, but I'm like, all right, outside is open. You outside all the time. So it's back to regularly scheduled booty holes.
Oh, okay. Are you asking who's dating during quarantine? Go ahead, Thomas.
I was going to say, I was never a huge fan on dating, but, I heard vitamin C is a very good thing to take to help build that immune system up. Nothing changed with that quarantine booty, but hey, you know what? Dating, I don't want to date because, I don't want to expose anybody, like quarantine. So, but I'm A-okay with that quarantine booty, though. Next question, though. What you want?
I mean, now quarantine dating.
So has anyone done it with a mask?
With a mask?
Look, we already got to wear protection as it is, okay? Look, I'm wearing...
Ma'am, the only protection I'm wearing in the quarantine comes in a black box with gold letters. I'm not wearing them.
You know what? Well said, ma'am.
A mask.
I love it. There you go.
I love it. Now we got it.
All right, Jen. Tell me what you got about dating while quarantined.
I got some people who I spoke to. So I'm not going to reveal any names just for privacy reasons, but there's someone who actually said this is the best time to date. It's a male. He said this is the best time to date a female because you get to see the real her. Forget like the exposure to COVID. I mean, obviously that's important, but in terms of even talking and seeing each other on video or even in person with your mask on, you see the nail salons are closed, the hair salons. I mean, there are some people who are, working out of their homes still, and people are still getting dolled up, which is fine, but a majority of women are, like me, I ain't get my eyebrows done. No, haven't had my hair done, my nails. I'm known for that as long as I've been without them. So it's like your natural state for most women. And guys, I don't know. I mean, Thomas, maybe you can chime in. Do guys really, really appreciate the natural state of a woman without the eyelashes, the hair, the makeup, the whatever?
So I'm glad you brought that up because I always talk to my friends about that. And we were kind of hitting on that, with our discussion before. The other day, sometimes I feel like a little less is more actually. Like if you're just natural, as long as you have your things looking neat, that's fine. As long as your nails are trimmed and it's not like scratching me or nailing me like a cat, I'm A-okay. But if they looking like Wolverine and I don't care what color it is at that point.
I guess what you're saying is there's a difference between dolling yourself up on a regular basis and personal hygiene, which everyone should have, male or female.
Right, and I could ask this for the ladies as well too. It's the same thing. As long as your man smells pretty good, as long as his facial hair is okay. Are y'all okay with that? Or it's like, oh no, his his hairline's jacked up. I'm gonna take a pass on that dude. Oh, he's a little furry. I don't want to touch that. Ew, get away.
Or nails. Nails are important.
Well, see, nails you always gotta trim.
Dirty nails.
But ladies, how about y'all? If your man's not getting their haircut, how y'all been feeling? Is it a big deal right now? We ain't got our haircut. We can't get our, can't get our beard game all strong. How y'all feeling?
Personally, I don't mind. Beards and insides of thighs go very well together, okay?
They great. Who's right?
I don't mind, but still, right? So we all know that everybody is just not at their norm. Some people prefer getting haircuts. Some people actually want to grow it out. Some people shave it at home. So really it's what you want to do. And also still keep in mind, when that you are still pursuing someone and you still are dating. Like me, I date. I've been dating during the quarantine. I do respect the little Uber and the little Grubhub, and we can FaceTime as we eat lunch. I'm for all the shenanigans. So I may throw on some lashes. I don't know what it is about lashes. Some dudes really like lashes, and some days you don't. It's just about being a little fun, being flirty, trying new things, trying new makeup. It's all about how you feel. Because I know some people who went really natural and just don't care.
I went completely natural, and it seems like, I mean, dating during quarantine, it's kind of tough, but it actually teaches you teaches you patience, because normally if there wasn't quarantine, a lot of people, I mean, I can't speak for myself or anyone else, but a lot of people, the majority, they rush into certain things and they don't really get to know the person. So I feel like if you're really want to date and you are dating during quarantine, and you really get to know that person on a whole different level and more in depth. And it kind of, when this quarantine is over and you guys come out of it, there's a lot of patience that has developed. So you've got to know that person on a whole different level than if you were always around that person or going out on dates physically and things like that. So, what I've noticed is that a lot of people don't really talk on the phone as much. Prior to quarantine, they just text, their video chat, they go out, they do their thing. But I find it, I mean, personally, that I've been talking on the phone a whole lot more. Dating, not dating, with friends, with whoever I'm pursuing and whoever's pursuing me, whatever. We've been on the phone for hours. And that's something and I think that's also because of the lack of work, and a lot of people who are just home, they have the time to do that now. So really, if you come out of quarantine and you don't really like someone after getting to know them for 3 months, it is what it is. But, you know, at least you know that person in depth, as opposed to just this whole persona that like people put on. Because, I mean, let's all be honest. When you first talk to someone, you kind of like give them your best with everything, with physical, mental. You try not to step on toes. I think Jasmine and I were having a conversation about this a few days ago, where it's you know, after a certain period of time, when you get so comfortable, you're like, well, do this, I don't like that, or you yell at the person, or you know what I mean? So I think quarantine kind of exposes all of that a little sooner than it normally would. Because if you're always seeing someone in person over and over prior to quarantine, it's just like you always want to be that, like even Terrell said, like you want to be dolled up, you want to be flirty, cute. You don't want to like show your, because we all have flaws. You don't want to show your flaws right away.
Mm.
So, I mean, what do you think, Jazz? Because I know that you had some really good thoughts on it.
So when you first date someone in the very beginning, usually if you're really, really into the person, you're sexually attracted to this person, you're mentally attracted, you kind of accept their flaws for what it is, even if it's just like little things that they do to irk you, you kind of keep it going. But after the honeymoon stage, when you like whip out the nude panties and not the red panties, I'm just being honest. That's when usually around that time you have the conversation and be like, yo, I don't like when you do this, or why do you have this job, or why, you know what I mean? Like, I guess during quarantining, you have the opportunity to really know the person, and especially if you're quarantining correctly, you're not near the person, so it's video chat. Like, you know how many people are what is it called, sexting, no, video sexing, I don't know, having sex via video chat, I guess. What is the terminology?
Okay.
Pornhub. I mean,
what is
it's
it
cool.
called? Video sex, right?
Yes.
It's like sexting on video.
Yeah, you know.
Sexting? I don't know.
And honestly, I know this may sound weird, but when you're sexting when someone you just met, or video sexing, it's a little bit more, I want to say, intimate. Is that weird? Because I'm gonna get into it. Because you're not pretty while you're doing this. Like, there's nothing pretty about, like, I don't know. There's nothing. But when you're like having an intimate moment and you guys are in the same room, the lights are off, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but a dick ain't pretty on video.
I mean, once again, Pornhub exists, and some people may disagree with your statement, but you know what?
You're not getting the right one sent to you.
You know, Raj wanted to say something.
You ain't getting the right one. I was saying, I think my fear with this is my issue with sexting, right? So this is my fear because I've seen it happen to my friend. Like, imagine you're like on video, or you take a little video and you send it to a boyfriend or your girlfriend or whomever, and then you get exposed. Like, now
see, now Taraj, if you had your mask on, you wouldn't have been seen. So see, look, that's the perfect
listen, I got a rule. There's nothing from the neck up. No video, no nothing from the neck up. I'm a neck down baby.
Hey, so, no face, no case.
Oh, so you like move the camera so it's like down here.
Right.
So
what you want to see my face for?
You know how many pictures? You know how many pictures I've been exposed to? I'm like, look, If I send my picture, hey, there ain't no face on there.
And
It ain't
not
mine.
only that, I know some of the things that I show my friends. So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that picture in the middle of the circle on a drunk game night. Like, yo, look what Shorty just sent me. Because that's you if you send me a dick pic with me and my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel
Hey,
like when a man, and I don't get dick pics because my husband is right in the next room, but
and you
when a
record it.
man,
That's right. You don't get it.
no, when a man sends you a dick pic, the expectation for me at least, it would be that they need to be manscaped, which I feel about that. Because the women, we can't be sending like hairy vagina pics.
So I'll speak for men. Some girls don't care. Now the stuff that I have not asked for, yeah, but people don't care.
I am very conscious.
Oh my goodness.
I am vagina conscious. I gotta look a certain way before we go on camera.
I'm just gonna say when people are not sober or in the right state of mind, sometimes people will just be like, "Hey, you want to see this? I did not ask, but if you want to show, more power to you."
You know what? I think like that's also a part of that's like also like Jasmine was saying, it has been a big part of quarantine dating, like building up that sexual tension. So when you guys finally get to see each other after quarantining, you really think that you're about to just get your ass bust. Like, yes, this is it. We've been sending videos, chatting, messaging, texting, sexting. I done met everybody on FaceTime for 3 months. This is gonna be the best day ever. And hope that people live up to that expectation.
And what happens when that time comes and it's like a 2-minute type of thing where it's just pump and they out.
I will cry.
Wow.
You gotta give the benefit of the doubt. Like if it's like pump up and out, like what about round 2, Papi? Like come on.
See,
Now if it's pump and I'm done, like now you got problems.
Yeah, no, you can't be done. Yeah.
But at the same time, too, sometimes I feel like women, they may be like, "Oh, I want a dude that does this and that," but I'm like, "Well, what are you doing? If you just laying there, well, hey,
We spoke about that on our little mini podcast about
you sure did. Like you got to get in that word too,
and
mommy.
boobs, and they just want to lay there. Or even the dudes with big dicks, they just be like, "I got a big dick, so go ahead, ride it. I'll give it to you." But they don't know how to make you come. So what happens?
This episode is real sexual, y'all. Real sexual.
You put that little 18 plus on that thing.
I am. I'm restricting our viewers to 18.
Please. We're talking about
a part of a dating, Hopefully first is dating and then it's sex. And sometimes they skip the dating and go straight to sex. Sometimes they skip a lot and go straight to sex. Jasmine, it happens.
People sometimes they know what they want. They just jumping straight into it.
And that's the thing, because I'm sorry, Tom, say.
I was gonna say now we could continue on with this one, but I sent the link a little late because I looked at it earlier, and now I was like, "What would you guys do?" But there was a couple. I sent an article on it. It was from Market Match. It was just a funny little story, but it was a couple that their first time they got with someone, like they met online, they got together, and the first time they did anything, they both got corona. So one of them had it, gave the other one. So they're like, well, now since we got it, should we just stay together?
So to quarantine for 14 days because they gave each other coronavirus trying to be fast?
Well, one gave the other one. One gave the other one. So they're like, well, guess we staying together because.
Well, you basically just gave that person an STD.
There you go.
And since we both stuck in the house for 14 days, I might as well keep, hitting it for the next 14 days.
See, they could get a lawsuit. Rubber didn't say nothing about, do they protect, the corona. So I don't know. Might be able to get something like, hey.
They got something, a coronavirus. That's what they got.
An STI.
Sharon is Karen.
So let me ask you guys a question. So Terrence Rush posted this on Facebook, a screenshot of a conversation he was having with a woman. So woman, I guess it's somebody who was interested in him, text him, "Can we cuddle tonight?" And he literally said, this is what he said. I'm gonna read it word for word.
Verbatim.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, lead you on or ignore you. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna be blunt as possible. I'm really not attracted to you in that way, and I'm not looking to have sex with just anybody. I'm just being straight up with you because this is the second time you asked, and I kind of curved you, and I don't want you to feel bad or unwanted. I'm looking for a certain vibe, and you weren't it. Somebody else might love you, though, and I'm sure they do, but don't waste your time on little old me because it won't go anywhere. I'm always open to being friends, though. So you think this man was too harsh and too honest as fuck to, to this woman?
No, protect your energy, King. He said what he said. He don't like her like that. And it was very good that he was honest from up front. I'd rather you hurt my feelings with the truth than leave me on with a lie.
Can I please be honest with this one? Because I hate when this happens. You have girls that'll sit there, and I know girls curve dudes all the time. When a guy curves a dude, when a guy curves a girl, which that's a story for another day, but when a guy curves a girl, sometimes they get so hurt, like, oh, you know what, you must like dudes, you missing all this. And they tell all their other female friends, oh, this dude ain't shit. And we like, wait, what? Like, I was being nice. I don't like you like that. What ain't there to like about me? And I'm like, whoa, why is this getting so escalated? Like, I'm just telling you, I'm not feeling you. Like, you girls all know, I'm sure at least once you rejected some dude one way or another. Could have been nice, could have been bad. Nobody likes rejection, male or female.
Or you could have been led on.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel bad for females because, like, you know, sometimes like, oh, he wants to treat me out, he wants to do this, but then when he wants some booty out of it and I don't like you like that no more, you let me on. And she's like, what do you expect me to do? Tell you no? You take a kid to a candy store, of course you're gonna want some candy, you know.
I feel like I'm one of those people who are honest, and I'm very blunt with my honesty. And people always tend to come back around. For instance, I had someone who I may have, and now years down the line, we became friends, and it's like, yo, can we? And listen, no, I got a boyfriend, and then the next year comes around, and it's like back in my inbox again. Let's try one more time for the like, and it's like a habitual thing. Like at least once a year, you're trying to see me.
See, I had that weird thing because, like, in high school, I was always just like the goofy, funny kid. I was never into, like, you know, I was never really into like dating or nothing like that. And it's funny because, like, in college, like, I was like, oh, let me get with this person, let me get with this person. I would try, and then after a while, I'm like, yo, let me just focus on work, let me focus on this. And now, since I'm always busy, oh, so yeah, you know, my boyfriend didn't work out too well, or oh, this didn't work out. And I'm like, oh, but nah, I'm your brother. Like, remember, that's what you said a few years ago. Like, you know, you don't hit on your brother like that. You don't send your brother pics on Snapchat like that. You know, it's like, calm your brakes there. You had your chance and moving on.
So, Thomas, are you saying that you've been like the quarantine side bae?
You know what? I've had a few hit ups. And then it's funny because it used to be from, oh, you're too available. You always got time for me to, oh, why you always so busy for? Why you seeing this person for? I'm like, because that's who I'm seeing. They ain't no title. It's
All right, let's wrap up. Before we head into our little quarantine dating game, I wanted to mention one more thing because I promised this person that I would mention the feedback on our topic. What do you guys think about quarantine dating? Like, in terms of getting to really know that person, let's say you started talking to them in February, March, we're now in June, going into July. Hopefully, quarantine. We're moving into phase 2. When we go into phase 3, 4, you meet the person in July, August, and let's say you have sex, you don't connect, or you go on a date and you don't connect. It's like, do you feel you wasted all this time when you could have like just moved on and talked to someone else?
I feel like when there's no spark or when there's no connection, then there's no spark and there's no connection. And that's something that you're going to know before all of this time pursued. Now, if you're saying that you have sex and then there is no spark, that just means the sex was bad. That don't got nothing to do with anything else.
Right. Okay. And one more thing before we go into the game. Sorry. Do you guys feel like quarantine dating is like a long distance relationship where you're not physically seeing the person, but you're communicating with them in with every different means necessary?
I don't think so.
No, it's not like a long distance relationship.
No, because my little quarantine bays, they don't take no for an answer. No, I can't see. We on quarantine. All right, I'm down too. What?
Yeah, you're right.
No? What about from a male perspective before we head out into our game?
It depends on how you're taking the quarantine. Like, I don't know how you ladies are. With me, it's like, just don't be on top of somebody. Give them their 6 feet distance. Wear a mask. If somebody's like, hey, you want to come on over? A-okay with me.
All right. Got you. All right.
Thomas is handing out the quarantine team.
Ooh.
You got business cards,
remember,
Thomas.
Yes,
break
yes,
up.
yes.
The quarantine ping.
Okay, so let's get right into our game. You guys ready? Who wants to go? I'm going to introduce the game, and then we'll decide from there who goes first, and we'll do like 2-3 rounds each, depending on how we like it. This is our first time trying this together, podcast. Basically, we came up with a whole bunch of names. I put them in this hat. It's like our quarantine dating version of Sex, Marry, Kill, where it's like date, party with during quarantine, and lock out the house. Throw out and lock out the house, and then you're coming back. All right. So I got all these names in this hat. See, and who wants to go first? I'm gonna pick 3 names per person, and then you have to decide who you want to date during quarantine, who would you party with during quarantine, and who would you just lock the hell out the house and don't want to see ever again.
I'm volunteering Thomas since he's getting all this booty.
Let me go second, though, only because I'm the male. So that way it could be like, the female, then it'll be the male, then female. I was going to say, I'll volunteer myself.
I'll go first.
Okay, Taraji, go first. I'll pick 3 names. I'm not going to open it up yet.
I hope I get 3 good ones, because it might be a teacher.
So we have Amanda Seales.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 females. Oh, shit. Ellen DeGeneres.
Definitely marrying.
And Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion, that's my spirit animal right there. That is my spirit animal. We are definitely gonna party. We're gonna party. We're gonna party hard. Ellen, she's accomplished. So that she may be the one I have to marry. She's accomplished, right?
Do you want me to like pick a dude and to go until I pick a dude? Maybe that makes it easier for you to date.
I mean, you could. I would date Ellen. She could be my little Caucasian
I'm
babe.
sure she wouldn't mind. You know what? She would not mind that one at all.
And she knows how to dance.
The perfect female. Out of 3 females, and one of them is gay. Why not?
Me and Megan, we would party. We would party very hard.
You guys will party with Ellen.
You'd kick Amanda out?
Damn, I don't want to kick her out, but she's just like the not fun one.
I love Amanda. She's my homegirl.
I love her too. She's the one who I'm gonna have to have a kumbaya with after May get me in all the trouble with my wife Ellen.
You can let her back in when quarantine is done.
Right?
There
You
you
know,
go.
May gonna have me out
No,
here
you can
talking
go
to
outside with her
her.
on her trampoline.
As
Okay.
long as she's cleaning that trampoline, don't want no corona, you know, gotta make sure it's wiped down, you know, get that disinfectant.
Okay, who wants to? Thomas, you volunteered second.
A second.
All right.
About to be old dudes.
I'm just saying, Thomas, it will only be fair.
It was set for me. See, she had it set.
Okay. So we have.
All dudes.
Okay, let me open them up first. So I can at least. Okay. So we have Ludacris. That's so crazy.
Cause I am Luda. Luda, yo.
We have Mario.
Like Super Mario or like
No, Mario, the singer.
oh,
You
okay.
know the '90s go back. I'm getting all the '90s, both
And
2000s.
then we got Rihanna.
Ooh. So funny enough, Rihanna is actually a Pisces, and Chris Brown has the same birthday as me, but I think he's a year younger than me.
Ooh, the Taurus and Pisces. Yeah.
Let's see.
So you're trying to say you want to lock out the house?
And funny thing is, see, Rihanna, I know would be crazy, and she probably would be the one I lock out. Them damn emotions, man.
Okay, let me pick another if you want to lock
Wait a
down
minute. So
Rihanna.
you're gonna lock Rihanna out, but marry one of the two men?
I'm gonna pick another female for him. Don't worry.
Christina, no, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. If you know what, I'll definitely do. If Taraj did, I'll do the one you picked out. Because see, Marion ain't getting booty from, so there's a big difference.
That's true. Go ahead. Who's next? I mean, I'm talking with Mario and Ludacris. So
I'm trying to think who got more money between the two, between Mario and Luda, because that's the one I'm marrying.
Ludacris.
I mean, Luda's definitely more relevant, so I'm marrying my twin brother Luda. I'm partying with Mario, and Rihanna gotta go. She's getting locked out.
I gotta go.
That is
Go. She gotta keep that, that forehead gonna keep on shining bright out there.
listen, don't be talking about foreheads, okay?
Oh, I
Well,
gotta
because
find
she's
that
a
myself, but you know what?
And
She
our
better just
Pisces
make sure.
too.
She just better make sure
Got
Chris
two
Brown
Pisces
doesn't
in this
find out.
podcast.
She's a Pisces? Wow.
You got two
No,
Pisces.
I love y'all though, just not,
I love y'all
just not
too.
waste
I
y'all
can't believe you wouldn't
time,
marry Rihanna.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not right. Chris Brown ain't coming after me. She can
Because Chris
stay
Brown
outside.
is a Taurus and Rihanna's a Pisces and Thomas is a Taurus. So I guess
As I said, me and Chris Brown got the same birthday, but I think he's 90 and I'm 89 and he's 91.
no, he's 89. He's our age.
Oh, is he? So there you go. So see.
Mm.
All right. Should I go next? I'm gonna go next.
Okay.
I'll save the best for last for guys. All right. Let me see. Who
No cheating, Jen. No cheating.
I got Usher.
Ooh.
I loved Usher at one time. I got Cardi B.
Oh.
We know who's going outside when that car alarm goes
And
off.
Alicia Keys. Damn. Who's going outside? I mean,
Who you gonna marry?
shit. I mean, I would marry Usher, but he got that herpes.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
That's actually a proven fact. This is not a gossip channel. There's actually
No,
like
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a party with Cardi.
yes.
I mean,
Yes.
He'd be the first one outside for that exact reason.
oh, this is Alicia Keys. I don't want to lock Alicia up.
No,
Yeah, I couldn't because she was a homewrecker.
She was not a home wrecker, okay?
yes, that's
So,
She stole somebody else's man.
She was
no,
not-
they were
they were
separated while they were
separated.
dating. They were separated.
All right, well, I guess I am going to lock Alicia Keys out. I'm a party with Cardi. And I'll marry Usher, but I won't have sex with him.
I mean,
See, that's
That's
me and you
hard.
both. We ain't sleeping with whoever we married with. Look.
Y'all remember when Usher was like caught
Oh,
with that
pre?
the really
Yeah.
big woman? Yo, kudos to her, yo.
Pre-herpes Usher, I would have been on top of him.
pre-herpes.
Period.
I mean, he got money to help get you medicine for it.
That's
I
all I'm
mean, so
saying.
look,
It's all good. He got royalties. He's all right. Something good.
look, you could get a herpes from a broke dude. At least get herpes from a dude with money. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want herpes, period, but I'll make it work. I'll make
I
it
mean,
work.
you can always wear protection.
That's what I'm saying. I'll make it work.
Put a little Clorox on it.
No, we're not doing no Donald Trump shit.
I mean, it ain't no Charlie Sheen, so I mean, could be worse.
All right, let's see what Jasmine has.
Oh gosh, I'm excited.
Okay. You have Kevin Hart,
Okay.
and you have Tekashi 6ix9ine,
Okay.
Someone's getting ratted out.
and you got Tory Lanez.
Ooh.
All right. So I'm definitely marrying Tory Lanez. Okay. I am partying with Kevin Hart. That's just like a given. He's like a small dude. Like small dudes know how to have fun. And 6ix9ine, he's gonna stay outside the house. And hopefully he doesn't snitch on me when I sleep with Kevin Hart too.
Ooh, scandalous.
Yo,
Spicy
Kevin-
Scandalous. Scandalous.
Kevin Hart's pretty jacked though. I mean,
Yo,
God, he's
the height gotta be somewhere.
I mean, and he is gonna cheat on his wife and do it. So you gotta see him.
Ooh. Okay. So are we doing the same order? Should we do the same order? Who wants to go first?
We can do the same order.
Okay. Raj. Let me pick one. Okay. Raj comes out with Obama,
Oh, I'm so jelly already.
50 Cent,
That's
and the baby.
that's
You got a good round this time.
The stories about the baby. I saw them pictures leak out.
I'm definitely getting married to Obama. Like that.
Where's the clap? Do we got clap sound effects?
That is
think
my
so.
boy. That's light skin Bay right there, and little Caramel Bay.
Ooh.
You know. I mean,
That's to Obama.
That's too Obama.
so I'm definitely going to, marry Zay Obama. I'm going to party with the baby. Who was my third option?
50 Cent.
50?
You better be
He
careful what you say
so-
before he posts something on Instagram tomorrow.
I like him, but he's so mixy.
When he went off on Mayweather, I was dying. He was like, "I'll give you $1 million if you could read this book." Oh my God!
Tell Ja Rule by buying out the first 4 rows of his
Because I feel like if something was to happen, like I need to put you out the house before you see anything, because he gonna snitch on me, like he snitch on everybody else. He be dropping fake gems on his page. Like, come on, he didn't have to expose Mayweather that he couldn't read like that.
Tito.
Yeah.
Mayweather exposed himself when he was on that radio show.
No, but beyond that, that was your best friend. That's a different level of petty. That is petty. I'm already petty, so he got to get put out because me and him would end up fighting. I love him though, but he gotta go.
He got.
And
if you owe him money to Raj, he gonna blast you on Instagram.
Exactly. And what if we quarantine him in his house? He gonna kick me out.
Wow, yeah, right. Obama would never do that to you.
He wouldn't, because that's Caramel Bay.
He will give you a nice speech right before bed.
Time story.
Yeah, I wonder how Obama tells like bedtime stories.
I hope he tell them naked. Obama is one fine old man. Y'all know I like grandpas.
Michelle gonna come get you.
She could come get this work too. We could all be one happy quarantine family.
Now that's one You see, like with that whole what's her name? Erica? They could be like Erica. Thomas. Sure. Huh? Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say something super inappropriate. I was gonna say maybe if super inappropriate. What if Obama said he was gonna grab you by the pussy?
If Obama he's gonna grab me by the pussy, I would say please and thank you.
All right.
And then I'm gonna state my famous Beyonce line. You can Monica Lewinsky on my yeah.
I wish you would have moved on, Jen. My thought was so inappropriate.
Okay, it's okay. We're moving on.
You started. This is all your fault. All your fault.
We got Thomas. We got Thomas. 2. 3. Okay.
So Roger's still thinking about it.
First one, he got Kanye West.
Oh.
Me?
Huh?
Kanye 2020. Just saying.
Yeah. You got Kim Kardashian. That's so crazy how I picked that. And you got Ja Rule. Kanye, Kim, and Ja Rule.
And it's sad because the one female I always get is the females I can't stand. So.
Okay, let me choose another. Okay.
No, I keep the same. I mean,
Thomas.
I don't know how I kick Kim Kardashian out without her butt getting stuck in the door, but she gotta go. So.
Ooh.
I love Kimmy.
And I'm sure she loves herself too. She could do all that loving outside. So who was it? It was Ja Rule and Kanye?
Yeah. Kanye got that money.
Yeah, but see, I couldn't see. You know what's funny? I would probably want to marry Kanye just to hear the shit that comes out of his mouth, because you never have a bad day. This dude would always be on some fuck level type of shit. So it would be marry Kanye, party with Ja Rule, Kim K gotta go.
Damn. Sorry, Thomas.
As long as I can see that booty. As long as I can see that booty from outside, though, that's all that matters.
Because partying with Ja Rule may not be the best thing. Y'all all heard about that fire scandal.
I did hear. That's why I'm not married to him.
So you're gonna party where there was no party? You're gonna be outside.
But then I got to deal with Kim Kardashian, so it's not that bad. I'll take my chances.
Sorry, Thomas.
I will take my chances.
I am next. Oh, I'm so sorry, Thomas. Okay, so I got, who the hell I got? I got Drake.
Yes.
J-Lo. And Ashanti. Didn't he do stuff for both of them? All right, so you know what? What do I party with, J-Lo or Ashanti? I don't really like J-Lo so much anymore.
Make sure you got room for J-Lo and 2 extra seats for her butt, just to make sure, because that thing is ridiculous.
No, she ain't got no booty no more. See her before? In the Super Bowl? All right, so I would marry Drake. That's a given. J-Lo gotta go, and I party with Ashanti.
I agree.
I respect that. I
agree.
Y'all not kicking out J-Lo.
Sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't kick out J-Lo.
I'd kick her out.
Sorry. You can't kick out Jenny from the block. Come on, we don't know this.
I'm Jenny. And then it can only be one of us. So she got it.
She got to go.
Sorry, J-Lo. All right, now Jazzy is next. Okay. So we got Michelle Obama.
Dang.
Mystical.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, no.
If that wasn't a one-hit wonder.
And Nick Cannon.
This is a bad round, but first of all, Mystical is out. Nobody is raping me in the booty hole.
He's out of money too. That is what that man is.
Out of money.
He's out of the house. Nick Cannon and who else?
Nick Cannon and Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama.
So I would marry Michelle Obama because she's so classy, and I would party with Nick. That's actually not too bad because he does Wild and Out and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I would party with him. Yeah.
But see, the crazy thing with Wild and Out, it ain't really Nick Cannon. Like, it's his show, but he's never the funny one that's on there. It's always a supporting cast.
but he's like the pump man, you know what I'm saying? Like he pumps it up. Like he's like the pump man.
Hype man.
Hype. Yeah, the hype man. He's like the fat man Scoop of the show.
See, Pump Man, you thinking of that later conversation we were having with them two pump chumps. Yeah, but I hear you.
We got enough. One more round, guys, and then we're out of here. Got enough. All right, Faraj goes next.
Yes, give me a good one. That last one was a good one. I'm still thinking about Obama. I'm not thinking about that.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Nelly.
Mm.
And Keisha Cole.
Lil Wayne, Nelly, Keisha Cole. I mean, Lil Wayne been liking thick girls now, so I may have
Word.
my.
Yes.
But for me and him to be married, he gotta cut the hair. It gotta go. It gotta go. It gotta go.
You can't have a dude with more hair than you? Because that dude's hair is insane.
It's in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Nelly. I feel like Nelly was Nelly. Let me keep pondering on him. I feel like something was going on with Nelly.
If you want to take a ride with me.
Okay, so maybe I want to party with Nelly. You know, some St. Louis. And who was the last one? Nelly.
Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole. She gotta go outside. She gotta
go outside. Look at her. Look at her. She gotta go outside.
But it depends. Like, is this like happy relationship Keisha or heartbroken Keisha?
Heartbreak Keisha.
She gotta go
in
outside.
quarantine, she in heartbreak mode right now. She ain't that quarantine.
She gotta go. Party with Nelly.
I don't know. I feel like he looked like it would be a good time.
You would marry Lil Wayne if he cut the hair.
I mean, not that he's my favorite person on that list, but no. Matter of fact, he gotta go. He the one with all the kids. He reworked my list a little bit.
All right, Nelly, Lil Wayne, and Keisha Cole. So you gonna?
This is hard because I want to put more than one person out the house.
You want to put everyone out the house?
Like everybody could leave except for like Nelly. Like me and him, I think it'd be a good time.
I think so.
I feel like me and him, we could be married, but we are like a drug case waiting to happen. We both will be in rehab.
Yeah. So who would you party with?
Maybe I want to party with Lil Wayne. Party with Lil Wayne. I feel like I may want to get married to Nelly, but he was part of that whole Me Too movement too. So he might get put out. He's gonna put out. He was definitely part of the Me Too movement. I guess I would party with Keisha Cole. I mean, I guess.
Relationship happy Keisha Cole.
Yeah. But I also like cutting out Birdman tires and, scratching his car Keisha Cole too. Like, that's my spirit animal. So, we could party with the heartbreak Keisha.
Okay.
That may have to be my final list. That's my final.
That's your final answer?
My final answer.
Got it. Thomas.
All right.
Hopefully we get some people, some good people for you.
This one's gonna be the one that's all men.
You like Mariah Carey?
Oh, I love it. Oh, it might be the first time I marry.
Nicki Minaj. And Kelly Rowland. You got 3 females.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, all right. So, honestly, with this one, it's going to be tough with Mary. Well, Nicki Minaj is going to be outside. She's going to be the first one. That is way too ratchet for me. But between Kelly Rowland and Mariah Carey, though, because
I know Mariah, she got millions.
I don't know. Kelly seems to be able to keep her husband longer.
Ooh.
that's what I'm saying about like Kelly looked like she be the one that would cook, clean, like she the home wife. So you know what? I'll end up sleeping with both of them, but definitely Kelly gonna be the one I'm marrying. Definitely. Kelly, I'm that.
Notice how he kicked out all these females with big asses.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You could look at them from afar. You could look at them from afar. They ain't everyone looking at them. I ain't dealing with them.
Okay, so you would party with Mariah, with Kelly, and kick Nicki Minaj out the house.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let me. My turn. I got. Who do I have? Who's this? Omarion. Oh, I thought it was Mario, but it's Omarion. I got Swiss Beats.
Oh, I missed this.
And Jay-Z. Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
Ooh. I don't know. Who would I marry? Damn, Jay-Z got billions, man. Damn.
Remember, he cheated on Beyonce.
Yeah, his face, man. All right, you know what? I'm gonna party with Jay-Z. Swiss Beats gotta go. And I'm marry Omarion.
Why Swiss Beats? Swiss Beats is from Gun Hill.
He's cool.
Exactly, and we know how we are over here. You wouldn't be stuck with us in no house, shoot. I'll kick him out too. Nah, there's too many of us in one room. You gotta go.
He's different now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he broken now too. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'd marry Omarion, party with Jay-Z, and Swiss Beats can stay outside with Alicia. And lastly, we got Jazz.
Jazzy Sizzle.
Jazzy Sizzle.
What you got sizzling?
All right, we got Donald Trump.
Oh no. Okay.
Look at her. He's like, oh no, look at her.
He's so stressed out.
I'm already stressed. Yep.
We got Lala
Oh.
Okay.
and Fabulous.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna marry Lala, right? Because she's timeless, right? We grew up with Lala. She's
Puerto
down.
Rican.
Fabulous. I'm definitely gonna party with. And Trump, I'm going to build a wall, and he's gonna stay outside my house.
All right, so you know what? For fun, let me pick whoever's left, and we can all like chime in. Let's see who's left. What we got left in the hat? We got Bad Bunny.
Sorry.
We got Chris Brown. We got Janet Jackson. Carmelo Anthony. Who's this? Where did I take this one up? And Beyonce.
How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel real fast? Y'all heard that they said Beyonce might be in what was that movie that they were trying to voice her in? And we're like, no.
Oh, that Disney
Storm? Isn't it the X-Men?
Was it X-Men?
Marvel?
Yeah.
It was
They
a
said
Marvel
something about
movie.
Storm.
And
But
I'm
then
like,
they also said something about her just doing the soundtrack, not her being in the actual movie.
Oh, we got one more. Azalea Banks.
ooh.
She's
gonna stay-
outside.
Yup, outside.
She gotta go. So we got Beyonce, Carmelo, Bad Bunny, Chris Brown. We got 3 females and 3 males. And Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Zayla Banks, Chris Brown, Carmelo Anthony, and Bad Bunny. So, who would you, out of these 6, let's each go. Thomas, let's start with Thomas. He's the dude.
Who needs to go?
Who needs to go?
I was never a fan of Beyonce. That
Gotta
girl
go.
OD
Yo.
overhyped. She is the John Cena of R&B. Like, I'm telling
You
you, out of
can't
all
post this
Destiny's
if you say
Child,
that.
Damn.
out of
Yo.
all Destiny's Child, she was the light-skinned one that made it big. I think Kelly has way more talent. And I said it. Damn it.
Who would you marry? Azalea Banks, Janet, Chris Brown, Carmelo, Bad Bunny. Or not married, date, sorry. Beyonce gotta go.
See, Bad Bunny seemed like she probably got something.
Bad Bunny is a dude.
No, Bad Bunny is a
This
boy. That is a reggaeton artist. You think about Bad Bunny.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
What a Bad Bunny song.
Honestly, I'm trying to think like who I could gel with. I probably would say honestly, I could see Chris Brown. So you know what? I guess I'm married with Chris Brown.
And who would you
We talk about how much we hate Rihanna. So
party
He
with?
doesn't hate her.
He's
you said he
Carmelo.
doesn't hate her or he doesn't hate her. I'm sorry. What did you say? I'm sorry. That was wrong.
That was really wrong. He said he doesn't hate her. That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, publicity. I mean, you gotta get some love from somewhere.
You know what? I could see you partying with Azalea Banks, Thomas.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, because it would be interesting. Yeah, you know what? Definitely Banks.
She gotta go.
Really?
What about you, Jazz?
Okay, so Carmelo Anthony, I would definitely marry. He's a basketball player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Azalea Banks, she would definitely be outside. And who were the rest?
Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Chris Brown, and Janet Jackson.
So Beyonce, I'll definitely party with too. Like I feel like she'd be real down. Like you seen her 7-Eleven video? Like she was just like, yeah, I wanted to be a part of that too. Chris Brown, I'll definitely party with, and the rest they can go out the house.
Damn, okay.
Take them all out.
What about you, Siraj?
I think I would definitely marry Beyonce. She's very business minded. You know, she's very focused. I think she would help me. You know, so I just may marry her. Azalea Banks gotta go. Carmelo, I heard that he's like a very big like winosaur, like wine. That is the word. Like he knows his wine.
Wine connoisseur.
Yeah, so wine connoisseur. I just put those 2 words together. Wine connoisseur. Like a new kind of dinosaur. So we could definitely party because I enjoy a nice Merlot, you know. A Pinot Noir,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
We can be little wine buddies. We could definitely be friends and party. Chris Brown, I don't know. He may have to get put out.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, like that's my dog. Like we could party together. You feel me?
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson, she seems like she needs to get put out the house too, because she's very stush and uptight.
Yo, ever since Michael, Janet's a different person. Like I don't know if it's after Michael or after that whole wardrobe malfunction, but she ain't the same. Like she
is different. I mean,
I need someone who's gonna be down with the shit.
What about you, Jen?
Oh, me? Azalea gotta go.
really?
Yeah, Janet gotta go with Azalea. I would probably marry Beyonce and Chris Brown. And I would party with Bad Bunny and Carmelo. I think that's interesting combination. I don't know. I mean, Chris Brown, he got a lot of backlash from obviously his encounter with Rihanna. So people are like, no, I don't want to marry him. I don't think he can. But I think he'd be cool. I don't know. Maybe I could switch it up.
See, that's not why I want
But then I feel like I'm gonna end up in rehab too. See? So it's like if I marry him, at least I can divorce him and take his money. But guys, that's the end of it. These are all our celebrities. That was pretty fun. And to end our quarantine thing, go ahead, Thomas, take us out.
Can you summarize our dating while quarantine? What is the outcome?
Dating segment, yes.
I mean, hey, I enjoyed your guys' inputs. I mean, the quarantine dating and, just getting along and everything. Hopefully everybody's just wrapping up. But honestly, though, when y'all going out there, try not to make it any different than regular dating, Just be safe out there. You're not going to look, we're not going to look on our A game, but just have some pride in yourself and, cheer it up. We only hopefully got a few more months of this and we out of it.
So, practically, be safe and be yourself.
There you go. Kanye,
be honest as fuck.
Yeah.
We is
We
out.
need a clap. Virtual clap.
Virtual clap.
All right, guys, and don't forget to subscribe, like,
And share,
comment, give us feedback.
Ooh, we
We're
finished
open
the
to it.
episode.
Quarantine podcasts aren't easy, but we're making it work. If it was a perfect world,
here's something else, guys. Bob, before we go, just let us know if you could in the comments down there. Just let us know what was your favorite part. If there's a topic you might have wanted us to touch on, just put it down over there. Maybe we could just answer a question or two if it's something that we missed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
We got Jazzy Sizzle, your boy TJ, Just Raji, and your girl Jen from the block. This is now our 5th episode of Honest as Fuck. Tune in next week for our next topic, which will be it's still in the works because things are changing every day.
Comment below, and maybe a comment could be the next topic.
Yeah.
No, you never know.
Never know. All right, guys, and we're out.
Peace.